On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, it's still technically Halloween. I know I'm breaking the illusion that we record this like every week, but we don't. It's still Halloween, and I got some hot takes. That's right, it's the return of Howard's Hot Takes as we dive into horror movies. Will it be good? I don't know. It'll be interesting, that's for sure. Also, more mushroom jerky. Why? I seem to be a glutton for punishment, and that's okay because I do it to hopefully entertain you. And that's what this whole show is about. So you're here, which is great because when you're here, you're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and the Mark Kidder. Pour cold beverage, policies, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay?
Oh, come on. Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that says if you are gluing something together and you don't glue it to your fingers, you're doing it wrong. I am your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder! How you doing this evening?
Ready to drink. How are you?
Also ready to drink. And that's good, because I think we have some guests who are ready to drink. So, Kidder, I'm making the executive decision. That's right, I'm going to just call it now. We're going to do a classic where we introduce our guests and add it to everybody's favorite segment, What's on Tap? That way we get to the drinking faster. So, with that...
I like it. And I'm just going to say that I'm just going to do this local geek special, the New Glarus Brewing Company Spotted Cow. Wait, is this for JS? Did I have one of these already? I had this already, didn't I?
You did have that one already.
Damn it, JS, where did you go? You went home. This one's for you, so I'm going to put it back into the fridge. It's weird how that works. What am I supposed to drink?
Beer.
Ah!
Cider.
The Smittix. No, get that out of here. I'll do a Smittix. Got a Smittix Red Ale right here. It's a little early for St. Patrick's Day, but this here is tasty. It's 4.5% alcohol by volume, 12 fluid ounces from Smittix and Sons in Ireland. They've been brewing in Ireland for over 300 years, like the castle at the heart of Kilkenny, where Smittix was founded. Our brews have stood the test of time. This ruby red brew earned its rightful place in Ireland's most loved ale. Now brewed in Dublin, this red ale has a blend of mild hops, sweet malt, and roasted barley. It is brewed by Guinness & Company, St. James Gate, Dublin 8, Ireland, imported by Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, a product of Ireland, 4.5% alcohol by volume. And then there's even more. Most loved ale, gentle hop bitterness, sweet malty notes, and a refreshingly balanced taste. It's a favorite in pubs like the Triple B on both sides of the Atlantic and has been Irish made since 1710. This red ale is Ireland's most popular ale. A whole lot of happening in Iowa.
Oh, Schmittix.
Yeah, this is good. I was trying to remember if it was Smittix or if it was another brand that did that. Am I sure that this is a Smittix? I'm pretty sure. This looks like a local geek.
That looks like JS's.
Yeah.
Spotted cow clone.
Mystery ale.
Damn it, Kidder! Label that beer for JS. Don't put it in
just
the
at your house.
Good thing I didn't own it. This is why you need to get your damn beer. All right, I'm gonna have a shiner
It
back.
was just at your house. Why didn't you give it to him?
I forgot that it was in here.
The old tried and true.
All right, Shinerbach. We went through all of that. It's a Shiner.
Third prize a charm.
Here's why I thought it was my beer, because last time I was at the liquor store, I was looking at buying Smittix to drink on the show.
Brewed in Shiner, North Dakota since 1722.
And we all know about Kitter's love of Shiner Mock. So let's jump over to Rudeboy Kyle, who's been making a bunch of noise down there in Iowa. Rudeboy Kyle, what did you mix up? What was all that noise? What was the commotion? What you having?
I
mushrooms.
I didn't really brew up anything, but I cracked open a fresh Bud Light. That's right. The shutdown special continues.
Bud
Right. Easy to scan, easy to enjoy. There's a QR code on the bottom of the bottle, or the can. Always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean, crisp taste. Bud Light. As you were.
This has so far been a show of beer we've already had before. We need to break this up. For that, let's go to the West Coast. Doc, save us from repeats. What do you got?
He has more of a selection.
Not really. It's just a different one. So I'm starting tonight with the Dry Fly Huckleberry Lemonade. It is
beer Huckleberry.
Yeah, I know. It is actually a vodka-based drink. They say this ready-to-enjoy Huckleberry Lemonade features our award-winning Dry Fly vodka, Huckleberry-infused syrup, and house-made lemonade to give you a unique and refreshing taste of the Northwest. Best enjoyed with friends on your favorite stream, river, lake, or mountain, or in your own backyard. We're on a stream. We'll count it. It is distilled and canned by Dry Fly Distilling in Spokane, Washington, so over on the east side.
You're my Huckleberry, Curtis.
And they say on the can, please enjoy the outdoors and our beverages responsibly.
I'm wondering if this is very similar to the Bismarck Distillery Huckleberry Lemonade. No, I'm getting a no. Okay.
No, I've had that. This is a little heavier on the lemon than that. So definitely the sour lemon taste sort of, I can taste the huckleberry, but the lemon really takes the center stage here.
I would try that.
And I sort of reacted a little bit because I wasn't expecting so much lemon. But now that I know what I'm getting, it's actually really quite good.
You can't stop.
And I would actually probably
Can't stop, won't stop.
No, I would give this like a 4.5. Like this is, I do like sour stuff though. I have to give that caveat. But it's actually really, really good.
So is the lemon taste a tart lemon, or is there a little sweetness balanced in there?
There's a little bit of sweetness, which I think mostly comes from the huckleberry.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a very sour, like robust lemon to it as well. But
so
it goes
lemon
down.
Is original lemon.
Oh yeah, and it goes down super smooth.
Mm.
And it's at about I guess it's only a 4.9 alcohol by volume. I thought it was higher than that.
I wish I had it.
Which I was going to say could be really dangerous, but it's actually
Get you drunk.
really quite good.
Yeah, I'd try a few of those. What are you drinking, Lazy Goalie?
Well, my Bud Light is continuing. So
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that because I thought you were out with how much you had to say about that.
No, I
just wanted to check in. See,
my shutdown special is keeping it simple and stupid. So
see if the special was going. All right, we better go to Local Geek to save us from ourselves.
Well, I'm going to be on the repeat train here. I'm pretty sure because I went to the old beer fridge earlier. I was hoping to find one of those habanero ciders that Kidder had last week, and Unfortunately, I didn't have one of those in there. But what I did find was that I never finished JS's Christmas presents. So I still have some Beast in the fridge.
Wait
This
a
one is
minute.
We're
We're in
Wait,
November,
hey.
and
Uh-oh.
you're a year late
Stop
on
it
this.
right now. Stop.
Now you're cracking the beast.
I still got one more I found in there too.
Oh my god!
Ooh,
I haven't
not as
even
good as the others.
I haven't even opened that bag from JS.
Howard, what is wrong with you? You got a drink on the weekend. What are you doing?
Further crimes have been committed.
Yeah.
No wonder nobody watches this podcast.
You're gonna have to start drinking on Howard's Cave of Wonders to catch up.
Yeah, seriously.
Uh,
Hey, what's on tap? We're gonna drink this paint water. It's called Monster Ice.
I shouldn't start on that because we've all seen my track record of trying to hobby drink and record stuff. No good.
Did we get a rating on that from Local Geek?
So it's a lot harsher than the other ones. Like the other ones are really sweet. This one's harsh. It's still decent, but I'm gonna give it like a 2. So a little below average.
That was my favorite because I drink the unleaded version like a daily basis. So that was my favorite. Yeah.
All right. Well, hopping over to myself in my continual effort to constantly disappoint Kidder.
Oh God.
Listen, I've been doing this for what, like 24 some years. So
Drinking?
why stop now? No, just
Or
disappointing
Charlie
you.
Brown.
Yeah, that's much longer. But this is from the Incline Cider House.
Oh.
Which somebody on this call already knows what this is.
Going
But
downhill.
this is their Imperial. So this is definitely a bad decision after what I've already been drinking. But it's their tart cherry brought to us
Gross.
by the
Ah.
So it is 8.4% alcohol by volume. We got a lot of stuff on this can. Proudly crafted from local Washington apples. Oh gosh, there's no wonder Kidder hates this. It's both apples and cherries.
Yes.
It's kryptonite. Family owned,
Yes.
gluten-free, and always refreshing. Is there anything else worth reading off of here?
I will say at least it's a 12-ounce can because a lot of Imperials go to the tall boy. So
Yeah. Contains only naturally occurring sulfates.
What?
it's too bad that Mark doesn't have one.
But why?
Yeah, let's crack this open.
I think he already tried it because I gave him one too, but I think he tried it a long time ago.
It's gone.
Much to his chagrin. So
Is gone.
Yeah.
Cleaned out the drains pretty well.
I mean, it smells like an apple cider. So,
Yeah, have you ever wondered how to get rid of bacteria and other diseases in your sinks? Pour some of this drink down there. It'll clear
it
the
was
hair,
not that. It was good. Stop it.
clear the hair right out of the drains. Just burn it up. Get
The final arbiter.
and
What's
whatever.
the vote, Howard Blues?
I mean, I'm going to say it tastes like a very strong apple cider that somebody like dropped some maraschino cherry in.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Of course you don't.
I mean, I've been drinking.
Yeah, it's a table 5.
It's not a table 9 beer. Don't even go there.
I mean, I can't
Table
say it's
9,
not a
unless
table
we're going that
9.
far.
I can't say that it's not a table 9 because I'm pretty much on table 9. I mean, the next step is table 10, which is jerky. So
How did table 10 become jerky?
don't you remember? There was one of the beer
Is table 11 mushroom jerky?
well, man, it is tonight. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, Kidder, but we went to one of the beer tastings where you and I, like the person who was running, was one of the later tables, and they don't usually do this, which was kind of surprising, but they let us do a whole, I think it was
flight?
light to dark flight.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a bit more than I was expecting for that tasting. I was about ready to upchuck, but the next table was jerky, and that just settled the stomach, and life was grand. So there was a jerky table that time. It was great.
Yeah.
This I should give it a rating because otherwise Local Geek's going to send me an evil text message when he goes to fill the spreadsheet saying, "Howard, you didn't rate the drink. I don't have something to put in the spreadsheet." Not that the Local Geek ever talks like that, but yeah.
That's how I sound on text messages.
Yeah, that's exactly how I read you in text messages.
He's suddenly from New York City in the 1915 to 1920 time frame.
Take a look at the spider. It's about the size of a giraffe. Oh,
Holy cow! Breaking news! Extra, extra! We got spiders all around. Rude Boy's like, am I back home in Chicago?
I'm gonna give this like a 3.7.
But why?
Because I like it.
Kidder gave it a 1 in case you're curious.
I wasn't.
I was being generous, okay? Because that was transported all the way out here from the West Coast, and I know that's like at least a 6-hour flight.
It was multiple flights, actually.
Yeah,
They fly your beers out to you.
And that I think was that the trip too that I also maybe not. I don't think that was the trip that I got stuck overnight in Dallas. I think it was a different trip, but it was around the same time.
I almost want to like add 2 points to my score just to make up for Kidder's dismal score.
No, then I'm going to change my score. Whatever.
5.7 out of 5.
I'm going to divide by 0.
The rest of us all gave it a 4 or higher. So
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like slightly below the high on that, but
Indeed.
Yeah, you're high, all right.
There is something though, you mentioned like the table with jerky. I feel like there's something to that. I was reminded the other day, I'd forgotten about this because it was before the pandemic, and I'm sure they still do it, but we haven't been to it since. Years ago, I went to this event that was held at the Mariners Stadium. It was the Beer and Bacon Classic. And so we got our ticket, and you come in and they give you the little cup, and throughout the entire stadium on every level are all these different breweries, and you can just go up and get like free tastings of beer. But then down on the main level where the field is, they had all of these things with just different flavors of bacon. And so you go to like different bacon and like eat the bacon and go get more beer and go get bacon and go get more beer. It was absolutely an amazing event. And now that I thought about the other day, because somebody was telling me they went to an event there, and now if you go out on the field, they cover everything. But when we were there, they didn't. So I actually have like photos of us at like home plate and in the dugout and everything. But we haven't been to it since. So I feel like I need to go back and look to see if they still do it, because it was actually a really, really cool event. But it was beer and bacon, and that's all it was for an entire 3-hour evening. It was wonderful.
That does sound wonderful.
That sounds delicious.
I saw a recipe earlier tonight, and it's interesting that you say the bacon, and this fits in with this. You get some of those club crackers, the actual club brand kind of rectangular crackers.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Get those, put them on a baking sheet, and you get your bacon package from the store, regular cut. So you take it out of the package as the whole, rectangular square of bacon. It's not a square, rectangle of bacon. Put it on the cutting board, cut it into quarters, and then separate it and put a piece of bacon on each of them. Throw some pepper, little salt onto them, and then bake them for insert time here. And they become this nice, crispy, delicious morsel of goodness as an appetizer. I think there's a little cheese put on those too, but I would take it with just the bacon or with the cheese and the bacon. Sounds fantastic.
You know what else is really good? Kyle may have this sitting around the house.
Millions of dollars?
Maybe after he gets his back pay.
Hey-o.
But you take some Cheez-Its and you drizzle some oil over them, and then sprinkle on your barbecue seasoning of choice and throw them in the smoker for about a half hour, 45 minutes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds really good.
It's really good.
Well, that does remind me of a delicious recipe that my buddy Kurt and I came up with when we first moved here. We had a grill out on the deck, and let me start out with just saying that it's
You
a
already
very
started.
basic recipe. Well, I'll start out. We called them taco mofos. You take oyster crackers, you toss them with taco seasoning and a little bit of olive oil in a big bucket, and you just spread them out on the baking sheet. You throw them on the grill for 5-10 minutes, just a little crisp. But man, those suckers are better than Doritos and whatever else your favorite chip is combined. Just
I am
crisp
curious.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm curious
yeah,
why we didn't have those when we were in Des Moines last time. I'm just wondering.
Well,
you had this recipe and you've been sitting on it for like a decade. But we live together. I've been there multiple times. You've been up here.
Yeah.
I'm just now suddenly hearing this recipe.
you never came on the right day.
I mean,
It's
taco
like
mofos.
it's like
Any
the jug
of them.
It's like the jug of sangria. People who came after you had finally found out enough people never knew about the sangria because they came on the wrong day.
Because it
But
was
it
gone.
was something that we were. It was a development of the evening, and we were trying to come up with something that
So you
would
were drunk.
satisfy the hunger of a late night drinking, gaming, and
You were painting.
further drinking session.
Howard?
but it
You
was
were
some-
painting?
I was going to, so we've been talking about savory snacks, and I'm wondering if Howard has something over there that he's thinking about. But before we go there, I do have to share because
round two.
an episode ago or two, when you had a certain flavor, I was trying to relay the story to my housemate who is from Thailand. So I was giving him all the background on the mushroom jerky, and here's what we're doing. And then I said, and so then he had this one called Zesty Thai, and he cut me off and said, I'm going to stop you right there. Zesty does not describe Thai. And I was like, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, at the time of the recording, it's already out, but for you guys in the recording, that's next week. There may be some interesting thumbnails with that one and titles. But yes, I'm a little upset because you guys are talking about all this wonderful food like bacon and
I'm hungry.
break. I know, and all I got are mushroom jerky. You know,
At least you have food.
I mean, yeah,
I've got round two ready to go.
but
He's already ready to drink more.
No. It's not
Sorry,
drinks,
Howard.
it's snacks. It's snacks.
well,
Sorry, Howard. Let me cut you off there. You got something to eat.
Let me get this one. I went with something more simple and probably less controversial than Zesty Thai, okay? Because there was a new flavor in. I could have gone with teriyaki, finished off the
Mild
series.
Mandarin.
No, this is, of course, from Pan's Mushroom Jerky. It is basic salt and pepper.
That's that's less
I didn't think-
controversial.
It
I
is
didn't
less
think they were still
controversial,
together.
you know? So
Are they still touring? I don't know.
Yeah, I think MC Hammer's opening for him.
I
Can't touch that.
don't know, but whoever sealed this
Hey,
particular...
hey, don't push it.
Gonna have to chase
Push it
waterfalls.
real good.
Whoever sealed this made it in such a way that when it comes to this jerky, I can't touch this.
Ew.
Well, that's fine because it's gonna lead you to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
That's TLC.
I know it's TLC, but he needs a little bit of the '90s love involved in this because we're all coming together.
We were on a roll, push it, can't
Yeah.
touch this, and then you had to go ruin it.
Yeah.
Well, how about this then? He ain't got no scrubs.
That's also TLC.
See?
Oh, right, yes.
Kidder's just too legit to quit.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, it smells just like every other one of these mushroom jerkies I've had. There's no distinct smell to it. I don't know why I keep smelling it, but look at it.
Smells part of taste.
Hoping pepper is going to come out of the salt. You're going to suddenly see mushrooms.
I mean, I don't know why I keep trying these and thinking I'm going to get like some unique, different experience.
Because it's gourmet. Gourmet.
I'm pretty sure they only have one recipe.
They just put a different label on it every time.
Yeah. Because it tastes just the same as all the others.
I mean, it's fair to expect something because they're saying it's Pan's mushroom jerky, and Pan is a mythical creature. He's a nature god. Like he should be able to work some magic, but apparently not in this case.
He does work some magic. He makes all the different seasonings taste the same.
I mean, apparently the different flavors are all mythical too. I mean, the only thing that I have noted in any of them that is like, that's different was in the zesty Thai. And it was the fact that there was a little bit of cayenne pepper. So it had just a
Which is not even a Thai spice. It's not
I know, but it at least had heat. It was something different, damn it. This is just more mushroom. And I love mushrooms, but I all right. Well, you know what? Probably next, next time we record. So I'm like, 2 weeks or so. We'll get to teriyaki. Will it finally be different? I doubt it. But then that'll probably be the end of the mushroom jerky cycle. So
till August.
Till August. No, that's IPA month. August is IPA month.
Right. But Kidder has agreed to try all of these mushroom jerkies to get out of IPA appreciation month.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
A trade-off.
Unless they go out of business and come up with a better product by then.
So he's hoping they go out of business in a year.
He's stringing them along.
I mean, we were talking about that last week, right? I'm sad these local businesses went out of business, but
they're not local.
It's a shame that all your different mushroom jerkies taste all the same.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if we didn't have any flavor, wouldn't it?
The mushroom tastes like mushrooms.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Start licking the package.
The interesting thing is when Kidder gets to try all of these, we're going to get one of two reactions. One, he's going to just be fine with it, and it'll be kind of or he's going to hate it, and he's going to have to try 5 different flavors that are really all the same thing, except one's got a little kick to it.
Which is like an IPA. It's the same thing. It's like having the mask pulled off of something and something else. These are the same.
So you're trading IPA drinks for IPAs of the jerky world.
Mushroom.
Basically, yes. And because I'm hoping that I'm not allergic to the jerky like I am to the IPAs. I can't drink the IPAs anymore.
No.
I wish I was kidding, because I would have so much content to complain about by drinking the IPAs. But it's like taking an ice pick and sticking it straight through my temple after I drink one. So no, I cannot drink the IPAs anymore. Much to the chagrin of Howard and his bleep button and editing success.
Yeah.
Is it just too much? Is it just too much hops? Is that
I'm assuming it is, because
I remember I had a former colleague, and you probably know
those hops.
But I won't name her name here just because But she had come with us out here to Washington for something, and we went to tour a brewery. And as part of the tour, you get to sample a whole bunch of beers and everything, but you pay a fee and you get a glass and everything. And so she was asking, do I have to pay the fee because I can't drink any of the beers because I'm allergic to hops? Because she was. And it was so funny because she said that, and the cashier was like, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Can I give you a hug? Because basically she was like, I can't drink any beer because I'm allergic to hops. And she was like, can I give you a hug? That's no way to go through life. But
I mean,
but, like she literally couldn't have any hops versus like people have different levels of tolerance of it. So
Kyle,
Yes, those were Centennial hops.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this a third time. Kyle, you said you had a snack. I'm gonna let you get in and talk about it. Before, gentlemen, we're recording on Halloween. I have a Halloween edition of Howard's Hot Takes.
oh dear.
Yeah.
Another drink.
yeah, I'm thirsty as well.
Hey, be quick about it, man. We got like 27 minutes. It takes you guys forever for hot takes. So, what? I'm on my third. Don't give me that look.
I'm out. Are you still drinking? Yeah, you know, it's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You want a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Because I'm savoring.
Throw that in the toilet where it belongs.
Hey, we don't need that kind of negativity up in here.
A tall or a short?
I mean,
Give me the tall.
I mean, I have had one tall. So
He's gonna have two.
anyway, so Kyle, your snack, and then apparently we'll get to what's on tap too, and then maybe some hot takes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we were talking snacks and jerkies and whatevers, but the round two for me is going to be the Old Wisconsin snack sticks, the beef sticks from Old Wisconsin, paired with, not to be discredited in its own right, the Frizzian Farms
Miss Frizzle?
cheese stick right there. Yeah, so
The magic school bus.
yeah, Old Wisconsin beef
He's
snack
probably in
sticks.
your colon right now investigating
Handcrafted,
the beer.
naturally slow smoked, good source of protein, gluten free, and refrigerate after opening. So there's plenty of beefy
You get like
goodness
30
in
for
that.
$10 or what?
This is a 2-pound package. If I remember correctly, it's probably about let's see, probably about
Hashtag
$13 or $14 for the 2-pound
Jesus.
package. But
Used to be able to
You're
hire
gonna get over
there's well at the Bud
buy
Light
a whole cow for
that I'm
that.
still working out from round one. So
get some prime rib.
I mean,
I'm going Old Wisconsin right here, as they say.
for half the price
Tastes like
of,
dirt.
I was gonna say, for half the price of that, you could be enjoying mushroom jerky.
Half the price and quarter the enjoyment.
I would say that I would probably enjoy what I'm eating right now 10 times more than your so-called flavored beef jerky that has a sneeze of whatever seasoning on it. And I wish you well, and I hope that Mark enjoys whatever mushroom entitlements
That's
he
next
has.
year. I have plenty of time to prepare.
Instead of his IPAs.
That's
So-
okay. He's about to enjoy another cider, so jokes on him. And
Oh,
and with
here's
that,
to use.
let's get to everybody's second favorite segment of the show, and that is what's on tap. Round 2. Drink. What you got there, kidder?
Of course, it's apple juice. Look at this. Two Towns Cider House, the Pacific Pineapple.
2 Towns is a really good. They do good stuff. So
It's
Pineapple.
unfiltered
You might like it.
pineapple cider made with Costa Rica gold pineapples. So the pineapples aren't even from the West Coast either. They're from fucking Costa Rica.
You don't, but you want pineapples from somewhere like more tropical. You don't
Hawaii.
want them
Yeah.
from
America. Hawaii.
America.
Where in America do they grow pineapples, Mark?
Hawaii.
Okay.
I have personally been to the Dole pineapple fields upon the Red Hills in Hawaii.
Yeah, they've got the monopoly on pineapple in America. So
Howard, I don't know why Howard's laughing because he knows I've been there.
Yeah, but the way you said it, the next thing I could just see was like you
Yes,
from the Hallmark Channel.
I was riding public transit through the roads behind the horse carriages and past the red volcanic pineapple fields.
Yeah.
And Dole pineapple is wonderful and delicious. This has no added sugar. It's only fresh pressed Northwest apples in a pineapple cider. Again, boldly crafted in Oregon. Friends with from 2 nearby towns banded together on a mission to bring cider back to the people. True craft cider made using whole fruit and no shortcuts. By buying pineapple that isn't from America. Government warning, it's made in Oregon. 170 calories.
Government warning? The government warning you it's made in Oregon? Okay.
There's right there. They said don't go to Oregon because they buy their apples elsewhere and their pineapple. It's 5% alcohol by volume, 12 fluid ounces. Oh, there's even a flavor profile on this. Juicy and tropical. Pacific pineapple rolls ripe Costa Rica golden pineapples into fresh pressed Northwest apples. This refreshingly juicy and easy drinking session cider will relax your state of mind no matter your locale. I'm laughing because
you better settle down.
If this is actually going to relax me, I might have to buy a pack.
Cheers to you.
Yay!
I'm torn now because you told me to get the tall one, but the short one I have in the fridge is that. So I'm torn if I want to partake in the same thing as you or not.
Do it.
All right. Well,
save time on this show.
Yes, we'll save some time. Take the shorty as Howard takes the dinosaur off of his shoulder. At least smells like there's pineapple involved. Oh, it was a spider. Oh, okay. It's kind of a dinosaur, right? It's been around forever.
No.
Speaking of spiders, there's one dropping down on me right here.
It's Halloween all around.
I would not be able to handle that.
He's just a little dinky guy. You're probably not going to see him.
No, it doesn't matter. For me, if a spider is above my eye line, it's a no-go. I have to leave the room.
Anyway, Kidder, how's that cider for you?
So aside from the appley nature of this, there are heavy notes of pineapple that I can get behind. And this is probably second best drink of the night.
Yeah.
It's not as good as an Ace pineapple, but hot damn, this is good, especially compared to that other stuff from earlier last week. Obviously, because it's a new week. Yes, it is. And so for this one, I would give a solid 4.1.
Nice.
Excellent.
Local Geeks trying
Local
it too.
Geek
Enjoys the Costa Rican pineapple.
It is.
Yes.
That is very, very pineapple-y.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I like it.
I don't know if I'm going to go quite as high as Kidder on that.
Whoa.
I'm still going to give it like 3.7.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm still up there. I'm just not quite as high as Kidder on that one. But it's
Takes
very
a lot
good,
to be as high as Kidder.
I know. Living up here, baby.
Yeah. Doc, what are you having for round 2?
All right. I will try to move quickly here. I have the Excelsior Imperials, which Excelsior is Excelsior. Yes, it is part of the Schilling Cider House portfolio. This is their Imperial Mango. So throwback there for Kidder earlier last week. They say savor the edge of the space taste continuum with Imperial Mango, a bang of brilliance brought forth a tropical new star shining in the celestial sphere. exploding into existence with an 8.4 ABV. It's infused with sun-soaked mangoes, zesty limes, and locally grown Pacific Northwest apples, and our trademark blend of European heirloom bitter sharp apples. Mango boldly, sip joyfully. They also say, fun fact, the sun's light takes almost 8.4 minutes to reach Earth, so every sip of cider you take is basking in sunshine that left the sun 8.4 minutes ago. Hence also the 8.4 alcohol by volume. There's a connection there.
That's supposed to be like a positive thing or depressing?
Well, I think they're just trying to make the 8.4 connection, that it's 8.4 minutes for the sun to reach the Earth, 8.4 ABV.
And
it's actually really good.
8.4 minutes, you drink one, and then you're suddenly drunk.
No. This is actually really good. I actually taste more mango than I do apple. And despite the high alcohol, like by volume content, doesn't really taste like any sort of alcohol flavor to it. And so it really is like heavy mango when the apple really rounds it out. I feel like it's actually really, really, really well done. I would give this a 4.5. Like this is actually really good. And because of the high alcohol content, probably really dangerous. So I should go somewhat slow, maybe.
Have a 4-pack. Let's see what happens.
I mean, I'll put this on the list next time I come North Dakota way. I'll bring some because it's actually really good, really good.
If it's good mango, I'll give it
mango
a shot.
Overtakes the apple.
No, there's like a good balance. Like it's like there's a very good mango front, and like the apple just sort of rounds out the flavor palette. So it's not like too much mango. It's not like drinking mango juice, but it's like it's really good, really, really good. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Nice. Anybody else need a drink?
We got Howie.
It's been a while since we've done a round of Howard's Hot Takes. For those of you who maybe are new to the channel, to the show, this is a segment where I have some questions that are designed to elicit hot takes from my co-hosts here. And usually it's on theme. Tonight's theme, horror movies. This is a Halloween-themed movie. And so the way this works, we start with Kidder this first round. We keep the same kind of order, but we will shift it one person each time. That way everybody has a chance to be in the hot seat first. So the order for tonight, it will be Kidder, the local geek, Doc, and then Kyle. And I'm going to ask them a question. They're going to give me their quick fire response, their hot take as to the answer to this. And I can already tell this is going to be interesting by the way, the fact that Doc was already shaking his head when I announced the topic. This will be good. So starting with Kidder for question number 1. The question is, what is the worst zombie movie?
Oh my God. I mean, I would say all of them.
Not a fan of the zombie movies?
No, I don't watch them. Like the best of them would be like Zombieland. The worst, the rest of them.
Okay. Local geek, what do you got?
I'm having a hard time thinking of a zombie movie outside of like Zombieland, as Kidder mentioned. And
Shaun of the Dead was all right, but again, you said the worst. The rest of them. There you go. Local geek says the rest of them.
Yeah, I can't think of any. So outside of, like I said, those ones which are decent ones.
Army of the Dead. We don't have a whole lot of knowledge.
The worst one that I've seen, and I'm sure there are worse ones out there, is called Planet Terror. And I thought it was going to be good because it's Rose McGowan and Freddy Rodriguez, Josh Brolin. Just awful. Absolutely awful. It's from like the late 2000s, like I think 2007, 2008. It still sticks with me as like the absolute worst.
Rudeboy Kyle, worst zombie movie.
I mean, I don't really go into this genre too much myself, but I'd have to say Train to Busan from 2016. It's
Gesundheit?
Oh yeah, it's
I
just
don't
kind
even know
of
what the hell that is. You just make it up.
yeah.
That's a movie.
They say it's a classic zombie movie that's inventive and creative, but cranks up the tension. But
I think the recent one is actually a remake. I've not seen the original, but I've seen the most recent one. And you're right, it's not good. It's not good.
yeah,
I will deliver a hot take on this that for the people in the audience who enjoy horror movies, Night of the Living Dead. I know that's a George A. Romano. It's viewed as like the amazing epitome of zombie films, but yeah, I've watched it and I don't know. That one just probably for its time it was great, but I don't know. I didn't. They didn't do anything for me. I think part of it was because it was so low budget. It felt like somebody's college thesis film.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I chalk a lot of the issues with that one up just to the time, because it's like the late 60s. They didn't have all of the things we do now in terms of makeup and special effects. And I mean, the story is also pretty thin and weak, but
Yeah.
it didn't benefit from being the weak story wasn't able to sort of be propped up by all of the things they could do today if you were to make it now for the first time.
Yeah, I think as we've gone and explored the topic of zombies so much better that it really just kind of it's hard if you've watched anything modern, you go back and watch it to really go whoa, this was amazing. All right, question 2, starting with the local geek. Hopefully this will be a little bit easier. But who is the best of the slasher film villains? Freddy, Jason, or Michael Myers?
I'm gonna go with Michael.
Okay. Good call. Doc?
For me, it's Freddy all the way. Somebody who can get you in your sleep, you can't avoid him. He just, no matter what you do. I mean, the others you can run, you can hide, but you cannot get away from Freddy. You have to sleep at some point.
Kyle?
what were the choices again?
Freddy, Jason Voorhees, or Michael Myers?
I'm going to go with Jason Voorhees. He's just that lumbering killer that is always there.
The sound, the little that little musical motif that they play in the movies that just
there's just no escaping him because he's you clap your hands or any situation he's ready for you.
Are you saying he's activated like the clapper?
Or does he have the clap?
Oh,
I mean, it could be either way, but it's something that it's just something that's instantly recognizable. He's almost inescapable. So let's I go with Jason.
or maybe he's anti the clap because in the first movie he targets all of the counselors who are getting their freak on while the kids are sleeping.
It could be.
Yeah. No sex for you.
Yeah.
Jitter?
I'll go with Jason because he wears a hockey mask and hockey is the superior sport of any other sport on the planet.
Yes, sir.
Good.
It's
And
superior.
Michael Myers is a joke because he's slow as hell and the movie is stupid because anybody, including the oldest grandma who's using a walker or somebody in a wheelchair, can get away from him. And so, he's got teleportation and he's wearing a William Shatner Kirk mask. Give me a break. This is a joke.
Are you trying to tell me that Jamie Lee Curtis with her Activia yogurt can't outrun him? Come on now.
Yeah.
Activia.
The fact that Lazy Goalie knows the jingle to Activity Yogurt is a new low for this show. And we have many lows.
Oh, thank you. I bring the highs and lows.
He comes straight to you from the kitchen, bringing you your dose of yogurt.
I'll throw it out there as a fun fact, as you guys mentioned the Jason sound effect. The sound effect, actually, it is somebody whispering, kill, 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 ah, ma, ma.
Interesting.
Which, if you know the first movie, which, I mean, spoilers, but it's a really old movie. Spoiler in the first Friday the 13th movie is actually the mom. It's not Jason.
Yep.
And
indeed.
that's why we're going with, because there's a jump scare at the end of the movie where Jason comes out of the water and pulls the final girl into it. The theory is that what you're hearing, that, which I'm sure Google is going to cancel out, so you don't. But that's Jason egging his mom on, is the theory. So there you go. Fun fact. I picked Michael Myers myself, but only because I like the Halloween movies more than the others. That's not really a great reason. All right, question 3, and we're going to Doc to start this one off. And our question is a horror movie that everybody loves, but you think is not that great. So, what's a movie that like everybody rants and raves about and says it's the next great thing, and you're like, yeah, it's not that good. I don't.
I'm gonna go really hot take here because it's already been mentioned, and I went to it in the theater, and I just did not see the appeal. But Zombieland. I thought it was just like it was too. I felt like it was like pandering and over the top, and just I don't think it did anything. I don't think it really did anything aside from like playing to like these key pandering points. And as a movie, I was like, I don't see the value of it. I really don't.
Bill F. Murray, right?
I was going to say that it also has Bill Murray, which that takes it down a couple points.
I mean, I like
As
Bill
himself,
Murray,
even.
it was a wasted appearance.
Yeah. Kyle, horror movie that everybody loves that you're like, yeah, not that great.
If I had to have to decide on one, I'm kind of torn, but I'm going to decide on. See, I watched this. It was at least last year. It's called Nosferatu.
Oh.
I'm sure there's been many different takes on it, but it's just kind of not my thing, and I don't watch those movies myself, but it showed up and I clicked on it, and it's like, no, not my thing.
That brings us to Kidder.
Scream or The Ring, both stupid.
I'm with you on the entire Scream franchise. The original Ring movie, I think has some merit. The sequels,
Which, hey, shout out to Scream. Scream 7's coming out, everybody. Yeah.
But why? Right. The quest for more money.
Yeah.
Spaceballs 2 is coming out at some
Courtney
point.
Cox has nothing better to do right now. So
Yeah. Yeah. Local geek.
Another Friends reunion.
Scream was kind of the one I was leaning towards, but I'll also put in the Blair Witch Project as a kind of a close second for me.
It's a good call. Good call.
Is it because they made so many different sequels?
No, I never got the appeal of that one.
Yeah.
Well, what got me with the Blair Witch Project is when it came out, the marketing around it, they really tried to play up that it was like a true thing. Like I remember seeing like a whole like TV 45-minute documentary about like how this is real and we found this footage and like these people and we don't know what happened to them. And I'm like, why even bought like I understand it was like one of the first big like sort of like found footage films, but like you didn't need to do all that around it because then it just totally, in my opinion, like killed it after when people found out it was like not even a real thing. Like if they would have said like this is just the format we're using, like that would have been fine. You would have gone into it and be like, oh, this is like a neat sort of perspective they're doing for this film, but to try and pretend it was real.
Yep.
Another fun fact with that, the actors in it who kind of play the main characters, they all use their real names.
Mm-hmm.
director thought that would, add some, authenticity to the performance, led to the studio owning all of their names. Many of those actors have now since had to legally change their names, and it's caused them nothing but heartache and headache. Also, they made none of the multi-millions of dollars that came from that film. So, fun fact. My hot take on this is, I'm going to go a little different. It's the whole Final Destination series of movies. I watched the first one, and like the deaths got so like elaborate and crazy that at points like you're just like, well, this is stupid. It's like, this isn't even shocking. It's now like, oh, hey, you see this thing that could easily be the thing that kills this person? Nope, it's going to be this thing over here because we're clever. I have never understood the appeal of Final Destination. It's
because it's the final destination, but yet there were sequels.
Yeah, it wasn't great. All right, this time, question 4, starting with Kyle. This is going a bit old school, but what is the best of the Universal movie monsters? So there is a set that are considered the classic Universal movie monsters. We're talking Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Mummy. What do you got? What's the best?
Universal monsters. I'm going to go with Dracula.
It's a good one. Bela Lugosi, Dracula. Excellent choice.
Yeah, I mean, it was something that it's something you say his name, and it's almost universal. That he brings a panache to the world of monsters, I guess. So.
Rude boy with the word of the night, panache.
Yeah. Then Kidder, you're up next. Best of the Universal movie
I'd
monsters.
say Frankenstein, because, why wouldn't somebody try to put a bunch of other humans together to make a human?
Local Geek?
Choice.
I'm siding with Kidder again on this one. Frankenstein is kind of my go-to, and for the similar reasons of, putting multiple dead bodies together to make a new being.
Good call.
Or the monsters.
Doc?
I have to, just because I remember it being the monster that like stuck with me as a kid from the first time I ever saw it, and just like haunted me for a long time. The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh,
No question. Like that was like
good choice.
frightening, and as I look back in all the right ways, but as a child, not so much.
For me, that's Armus from the Star Trek Next Generation episode Skin of Evil.
For me personally, it'd probably be Lon Chaney as the Wolfman. Boris Karloff's Frankenstein, a very like neck and neck. I mean, these guys both have careers. I mean, Boris Karloff also plays the Mummy. That's great. Lon Chaney also plays one of my other favorite monsters, although he's not considered one of the Universal ones, and that is he was the Phantom of the Opera in the original movie. So,
Yes.
yeah. And hey, pro tip: if you're ever going to have a monster, Halloween horror movie night, don't start with Phantom of the Opera. That thing is like 2 hours long and will bore your audience before you get to the next movie.
And let's clarify, we're talking about like the original Phantom of the Opera movie, not the musical movie that was made in like the 2000s.
Correct.
That's not scary. Well, it may be scary for other reasons because Gerard Butler sings, but not for the reasons you.
I don't know why I didn't know about that, or else I purposely forgot about it and blocked it from my memory.
Well, because if you saw it, because he wears the mask the entire time, you may not realize it's Gerard Butler, but it's Gerard Butler.
Yeah, it also has Mini Driver.
Hey, Tugga, we're gonna sing a song.
Mini Driver, I don't think was that bad. It was the Gerard Butler that made me like cringe throughout the entire film.
Yeah, we're also not talking about the Cloud Rains version, which
killed me.
Also is kind of a weird version because it portrays the Phantom as a much older man, kind of creeping on a much younger lady. It's got some issues.
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah. All right, last question, and we're back to Kidder kicking us off with this one. Most horror movies or scary movies, you only need to see them once because really, once you've seen them, you've seen them. But there are some that are so good they're worth seeing twice. So, Kidder, what's a horror movie you have watched more than once?
I agree with Rude Boy's keyboard of trying to figure out what I have watched more than once. Because I don't think I've watched a horror movie more than once, or even a handful all the way through. But I don't believe I've watched an entire horror movie all the way through.
Hey, that's a fair assessment. I understood.
Like the second time.
I understood, Kidder, when I put this together, that between you and me, I'm the guy that likes horror movies. You are not. So I knew there was going to be some of those sorts of answers. So
Sure, I've seen The Blob a couple times. I don't know.
Local Geek, you got a movie you've seen more than once?
I do actually. The Cabin in the Woods.
Good choice.
Very, very good. I don't know if you necessarily qualify it as a horror movie because it makes fun of all the horror movie tropes, but it is very good.
I remembered one.
Okay.
Star Trek 2009.
For different reasons.
For different reasons. Doc, you got a horror movie you've watched more than once?
The original 1978 Halloween.
Good
There was
call.
a period where I watched it every Halloween.
Nice.
Not this
Nice.
year, obviously, because I'm here, but there was
You
periods
still
of
have time in your time zone. It is
Well,
still
no,
Halloween.
my horror movie tonight is that apparently one of my neighbors is having a party because I keep hearing a bunch of loud voices and screaming, and if it doesn't stop, I have to get up and teach in the morning. So I might have to go out on my balcony and tell them to shut the up. So
Thank God. I thought you were going to say that your horror movie tonight was being on this show.
No.
Present.
Hey-o.
Present.
All right. Kyle, a horror movie you've seen more than once?
I will say the original Scream. It just seems like there's so many details that you can. It's so easy to miss through your first watch through,
Yes.
and then you watch it the second time. I mean, I'm not a huge horror movie watcher myself, but it's something that you pick up on a lot of extra things that you completely missed the first time through. Yeah.
It's like when you go back and watch The Sixth Sense for the second time.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I should have known.
Yeah.
Not like the second sense.
I totally get it, because when I was thinking of this question and what I would answer it with, I mean, I've watched a lot of horror movies more than once, because I do enjoy that genre. But there is one that I would say I watch because of that whole, you pick up something new every time, and there's something to dive into it. And that's Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece, The Shining.
Oh, yeah.
While not maybe the scariest movie ever out there, the sheer amount of hidden symbolism and conspiracy theory and such that has spawned out of that movie, whoa, there's a lot to it. And I remember the first time I watched it, mocking it with my friends, because he kept having these title cards that would come up and be like, Monday. And we made fun of it because it's like, this is so stupid. Tuesday. It's like, oh, ooh. And since then, I've learned to have a great appreciation of it. I think it's an amazing movie, despite what Stephen King would say about it. I think it is one of the best Stephen King adaptations, and what Kubrick added to it is just artistic. to that. So
Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw, they did, I think it was like ABC did like a 2-part TV adaptation in like the late 90s, early 2000s of it that was supposed to be more in line with like what Stephen King was interested in. It's not as good. It's not as good. It's nowhere near the original. Like I saw it and I was like, this is not even like, okay, yeah, it goes into more depth of like the story pieces because they did it over like, it was like a 3.5 hour thing. Did it over 2 nights or whatever. But I'm like, but it's not as impactful. It's not as artistic. It's not as good at all.
yeah, there is, if anybody really wants to dive down the rabbit hole on this movie, there was an amazing documentary that came out, and Future Howard is going to have to put the exact title of it up because President Howard has been drinking a lot, and I can't remember the room number, and I should remember the room number.
World.
But it's the room from the movie. It's room 2 something. It's a
217.
There we go.
217. That's the room you want to stay in if you ever go to the Overlook Hotel.
Yes, as I said, I've been drinking. Memory's not functioning. Howard needs to go to bed and recharge. But it's a wonderful documentary where they brought in all of these interesting conspiracy theories centered around the movie The Shining, and it's these people who believe in them breaking it down, and they show clips from the movie, and it's like there is stuff that you will look at in that and go, huh. Like one of the ones that sticks out to me that I'll share just to maybe whet the appetite. One of the experts who talks and shares his theories throughout is that The Shining is a giant coded message to hide the fact that Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing in order to fake it. And he breaks down all of these elements throughout the movie that hint at a fake moon landing.
I'm realizing you may still need to double check because the book is room 217, the movie is room 237. So I don't know what number was used in the documentary.
Again, this is why we have a Future Howard, and he'll put it up. And for those who are listening on audio, thank you, because apparently we have a bunch of you doing that now. I'll put it in the show notes as well for you. As Rudeboy Kyle has left, and Kid, I think that's a great sign that we've been talking for quite a while, and it's probably time that we wrap this show up. To do that, we need some cheap plugs.
Oh, good. Rude Boy's back. Just in time for that part of the show. That is cheap plugs. All right. So first thing is beerbluesbs.com. Our website shows us we're pretty much everywhere that we are, from social media to our store to the website, beerbluesbs.com. Also, we're on Facebook and Instagram. Please like the show. Please share the stuff. Please hit the thumbs up and like our posts. We would appreciate that very much. Hashtag beerbluesbs. Also, we have a lot of merchandise available at streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. Streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. You can donate as little as $1 a month to help quench the thirst of a very, very, very podcast host. As you can tell, because I think Rudeboy was trying to burn up his blender over there for his next concoction down the Des Moines way. You just never know what's going to happen. And we would love for you to help participate in this podcast at streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs and help us help you be part of the show. We're also on every audio platform that's out there. Just search for Beer Blues NBS. If you have another account with another podcast service, another audio service, please open that up and search for Beer Blues NBS and click the thumbs up. We would love for you to be part of every podcast platform and everything in between, including YouTube for the video. Please like us there. And Local Geek is suddenly going back to the undead. So everywhere in between, help us help you. Again, search for Beer Blues and BS. You know, platforms like Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, IMDb, Player FM. Happy birthday. Different things that are out there, YouTube podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. You never know. Just help us help you by liking us and watching the show or listening to the show, because that helps, as the disease has now spread over to Des Moines.
Contagious. It's contagious.
It's pretty much an STD of some sort. Or would it be a ZTD? Zombie transmitted disease. All right, so now that we've come up with a whole other thing and probably a genre that will show up because we won't ever get credit for it, it's time for final thoughts. We need to get out of here. So the guy who's having the party down at the Des Moines Way, let's talk with Kyle for his final thoughts, because he so gratefully joined us again.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to be here with you guys. Share some good drinks and some good snacks as well. So, yeah, thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoy a good Halloween and good holidays. So, thank you guys, and I looking forward to finding some of those delicious brews that you guys have had down my neck of the woods. So, yeah,
one day at a time. And
yeah.
I think I'm out. Yep, I'm out. Pineapple for the win. Lazy Goldie, thank you for that. Pacific Pineapple. Oh man, he's suddenly eggs and toast.
That's some eggs and toast.
Sunny
It's
side.
breakfast time.
Man, you look pretty tasty.
Let's see if I can. Oh, here we go.
Yes, all
Sunglass and mustache.
Whoa, who are you? I don't recognize you at all.
I've already got the mustache, so I don't know. It's just adding the sunglasses.
Do you? Did you? Are you sure? I don't think you did.
Got some Tom Selleck
Tom Selleck
motif going on over there. Magnum PI.
Got to be careful, because he's going to end up going from Miami or Magnum PI to Miami Vice. One click of the switch. All right, back to the knowledge.
Whoa,
Oh, he's gone out west.
All right. That's
gonna be
enough
in the
of
next-
shenanigans.
He'll be on the next spinoff of Yellowstone. All right, back out west, spitting the knowledge and bringing us back to reality. Doc, what do you have for us tonight?
I mean, yeah, I'm going to go back to, I mean, I've shared a little bit about this before, but, I joined the choir that I'm in this year after about 20 years of not being in one and finding all kinds of excuses and not, like, every reason not to do it, and finally doing it this year. And I shared a couple weeks ago that we're performing at Carnegie Hall in May, but this week our conductor, who's amazing, she's actually in South Korea this week, in Busan, hopefully not taking the train, because she's serving as the head of the jury of the Busan Choral Festival this week. So we had the opportunity to do our own thing this week and meet with our section and kind of do whatever we wanted. And so we met at one of my section members' homes, and we had a dinner and just like totally leaned into all of our work. And I left there just feeling so good about like being back in a group of musicians for the first time in like 20 years and just so inspired by it. And it had me really reflecting on like the fact that I've, like I said, for like 20 years, I've made all these excuses. I don't have time. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have that. And finally getting over it, has just enriched what I'm doing right now in ways that I didn't even realize I needed. And so we have coming up our first public performance in about a week and a half. Next week, we have this amazing composer coming in to work with us because we're performing his works. And none of that would be happening right now if I had continued this whole thing of like, I don't have time. All of these excuses. So just really, I just want to emphasize, like, there's always excuses not to do something, and you can always come up with as many as possible, but like time doesn't stop. Like there's never going to be a good time. So if you feel like you need to do it, just do it. And you might be amazed by what's going to come from it. When I started the choir this year, I thought we were going to have 3 performances. we now have 9 scheduled. And I'm actually and it's actually a good thing. I'm excited about all of them. So all of the opportunities that may come by just being willing to say yes in those moments when you might feel inclined to say no for all of the various reasons that come up for us in our day-to-day lives. So
My question, how has it been over 20 years since we started college?
yeah, let's not go there.
Are we
Be old, man.
Because
Be
actually,
old.
no, because
Get off my lawn!
it's not even that. Because for me, when I say 20 years, it's 20. My last time in a choir was when I graduated college. So let's not even you're going even further back. So,
Well, that was you adding the extra. I wasn't even going there.
that's what I was saying. Don't go
over.
there. Don't go there.
Over.
I hate IPAs.
Dude,
Get off my lawn!
who's that turning around in my driveway? I know Rudeboy does the same thing with his cameras. Hey, who's emotional alarm? Who's that? What's that? What is this? I haven't smoked that meat yet.
All right, I'm pretty sure it was you, Kidder, that in high school we went to, I think we were going to Wendy's for lunch one day, and we turned around in somebody's driveway on Turnpike, and they came running out of their house like, "What are you doing in my driveway?"
Yep.
And now Kidder would be that guy. What are you
The
doing in my
future is
driveway?
now, old man. Yeah.
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
sure you got some more fun things for us for tonight's show.
I do. I have some more parental wisdom for everybody tonight. If you have kids and they're in school, don't be afraid to engage with their friends' parents and get to know them and exchange phone numbers, what have you, so that your kids can hang out with their friends. One of my son's friends' moms gave her phone number to my mom, who picks my son up from school, to allow us to be able to engage with one another outside of school. So he's finally able to engage with some of his school friends outside of the school setting and get to know them a little better.
Mhm.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, don't allow your friends or your children to ride with friends who can drive to then turn around in other people's driveways. Or drive in adverse conditions and end up going sideways down the street, so then your mom ends up seeing.
I mean, we all see how that turned out.
Yes, clearly.
You end up on a podcast about beer with those people.
Should have been drunk for the way that it was. No alcohol was involved in the making of that memory, which is scary.
It's true.
Very scary. Although it made you brew beer, so it was involved in some point, just playing the long game. Howard, you got a final thought tonight?
I actually got 2. One short, one a little bit longer. I'll try and be quick on both.
Boy. I don't know if that's acceptable.
Well, it's all right. One, hey, parents, if you want a fun Halloween sort of thing that you can introduce to your kids, I introduced it to my kids tonight because I was handing out candy. Actually, they were handing out candy. I was really just the bowl holder. But my wife was going through the candy that they brought home from trick-or-treating at the Heritage Center and a little bit of the neighborhood. And my daughter has, she can't do gluten and such. So my wife, of course, had to basically pull some of the candy out and say, you can't have this. You're not allowed to eat it. My daughter's a little sad because she loses out on some of the candy. And I just said, hey, come trade with me. I have the candy bowl that we're giving out to people. Let's trade. And so she was able to trade out what she didn't, what she couldn't have for stuff she wanted that was in our candy bowl, which got my son trading out things that he didn't want for stuff in our candy bowl. And it mixed up our candy a little bit. And we got some stuff out. They got stuff that they wanted and that they got to choose, and we're very happy. So something that you can think of doing with your kids if you're done trick-or-treating at home and you kind of have that candy bowl, because which my son absolutely loved it. I think part of it was, and this is where I'd say, do be careful and watch, because for some of the bigger things that they were giving me, I was giving them 2 pieces of candy, which then my son to believe that anytime he gave me any piece of candy, he got to choose 2 pieces of candy. So for a while there, it was a 2-to-1 special at Candy Bowl. But they got to choose things they wanted, and they were really happy with it. It was a lot of fun. It was intense. So something to think about and try. So
the real question here is did your kids get any beer this year?
They did not. I'm glad you bring that up. That short, I made a short out of that story that comes out tomorrow. For those of you on the recording, that's an interesting one.
I remember the deal that my parents gave me was because I'd have a huge sack worth of candy, and they'd say, you can pick out 10 pieces of your favorite. Pick out whatever you want. Pick out 10 pieces. The rest of the candy is ours, and you get $10. And that just went. The $10 back in the day just went forever. And it was the deal that obviously we're protecting our teeth. You enjoyed the thrill of the chase, but it was something that you picked out your 10 favorites, and it felt like you'd sprawl it all out about the kitchen floor or the living room floor, and you're like, oh, I want this, this, and this, and you think about it, and it's like, well, do you want $10 or do you want 2 pounds of candy? And it was something to think about. So
if you choose Milky Way, do you get all of the Milky Ways or one?
No, you picked out 10 individual pieces, and they say you got 10 of your favorites. Candy. You pick out 10 of whatever, whether it be full-size bars, whatever it may be. I mean, there's a couple places in the neighborhood that give out the full-size bars, but it was
like $3 a piece now. So take the candy.
Yeah, so now it's candyflation is hit the market. So
too damn high.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, like $10 back in the day is like you feel like royalty. So
it's about $3.50.
About $3.50. Loch Ness Monster
coming up to your door.
Loch Ness Monster.
He keeps coming back. You keep giving him candy.
Well, yeah, it was something that you'd be strategizing, knowing that it'd be going throughout the candy chase throughout the neighborhood. Be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick this, and this, and my parents were like, well, we're not gonna foot the bill for your rotting teeth, and you have the chance of getting $10 or a sack worth of candy, and usually the money won out. So.
My second final thought, and I'll try and make it as quick as possible. But longtime listeners, and I mean really, really long-time listeners, because I mean this goes all the way back to episode 2. Longtime listeners of the show know that I deal with a chronic health issue. In 2021, a lesion was found in my spine. And since then, I get false nerve sensations, mostly centered around temperature, which can sometimes be extremely painful. And every now and then I get flare-ups of these things, and it's a lot to deal with. And I've been going through a really nasty flare-up for about the last 3 weeks. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep because of it. And it's hard to explain just how it makes my body sense temperature and all of that. I'm down here in my basement, and I am both simultaneously burning hot in some parts of my body and yet freezing cold. The reason I bring this up is one of the things I've learned in the 4 years I've dealt with this condition is that a lot of times if you have a chronic condition like this, mental health issues can follow with it, such as depression. A lot of times when people have flare-ups of conditions like this, they can have those sorts of problems, depression being one of the predominant ones. And I have found in the last few years that does happen to me when my stuff flares up. I lose a lot of interest in doing a lot of things. The last 3 weeks, as I've been going through, is getting out of bed has been hard. Going to work is hard. Being productive at work is hard because I just don't feel like doing anything because I'm so focused in and about everything else I'm dealing with. Even doing the podcast is hard. And I bring this up because this particular flare-up I'm going through, one of the components of that is of this depression. I felt I've been struggling with connection to people. I have felt far more on my own and alone than I ever have. And I've been trying to fight back by striving for connection. So I'm not going to lie. It was really hard for me to come down and do the podcast tonight, but I appreciate you gents for being here and for sticking it out. It is now 12:42, almost 1 a.m. here. And I appreciate it because just being around you guys and the humor and the good times and all of that helps me fight through this. And so thank you very much for putting up with this crazy recording schedule that we do. It does help because even though I don't feel real connected with people right now, being around you guys helps take some of that away. So just want to say thank you to that because it's been a tough couple of weeks and I appreciate this in a lot of ways. So thanks, gents. Couldn't do this without
Thank you guys for doing the schedule.
Appreciate you, Howard.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I started working from home about 1.5 years ago, and hanging out with you guys is definitely one of the more social things that I do. Just being a kind of an introvert myself, like I don't go out a whole lot, so it's something I look forward to every couple of weeks to get together with you guys, and it definitely makes a difference being able to hang out with friends, even if it's virtually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're feeling that same way, go start a podcast with some people. Don't worry if it's any good. Nobody's going to listen to it. But that's all right.
Yeah, you're just going to waste a whole bunch of money each month putting this shit on the air. Which, by the way, go back and streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs and give us money like Local Geek did, which the next episode is on him.
Anyway, let's take this home, kidder, because it's almost 1 a.m. and
Yeah,
kids are going to wake me up.
My food is getting cold, so let's get the hell out of here because it's time to go and sleep or do whatever you do when you're listening to this. So thank you for being here for this and every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. For Doc, for Local Geek, for Rudeboy Kyle, and for Howard Blues, I'm still Mark Kidder, and we appreciate you being here for this and every episode of Beer and Blues of BS. Also for JS Gunslinger, who's not here to see this whole train wreck continue to go off the rails. So thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you always hanging out with us. So until next time, keep your glass at least half full. There is free beer tomorrow, and we will catch you on down that spooky Tuscan highway. Have a great one, and enjoy the next however long it is until we see you again on the episode of Beer, Blues, and BS.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
Right. That free beer happens sometime around like 2 o'clock on Sunday morning.
Right between the shows.
It's good time.
Time to grab a new beer, use the bathroom, all those things you need to do.
Be
Is it actually daylight savings time this weekend?
Yep.
Oh. Cool.
Sunday
I did
morning
not
at
know that.
2. We gain an hour, and so it's going to be dark at 4 o'clock again.
Woo. Yay.
It's the most depressing time of the year.
No, that's tax
It's
season.
3:30 in the afternoon, and it is dark already because we need to figure out with the clocks. Cause nobody needs it now. Cause it's 2025.
Ollie, that better make behind the curtain.
it will make behind the curtain for sure.
Speaking of depressing, I went to the fridge earlier to see if I had one of those mango habanero ciders, and I don't. I don't remember drinking it, so I don't think I got one of those.
You know, I'm sorry, local geek. This is one of those things where you buy the variety pack. And,
Yeah, I figured.
I had to, dole things out to people, and I think I gave it to Kidder and JS because JS likes spicy things. Kidder, I thought I'd get a reaction out of. I was like, ugh. So you got something that they don't got, but yeah,
It's probably the other one that I have in the
Reaction?
fridge up there. But when I went to the fridge to look for that, I did notice I do have the redacted, like I thought I did, and I found something else that I thought I drank all of. So that's what's going to start the next show.
that's good. I got something that is probably a bad idea for this next.
Hey,
episode.
that's mine too.
Malort.
Oh God, no!
That sounds like a good idea for a beer name. Bad idea.
You know, it's also
That's
a bad
why the
idea.
bar in Mandan is the scapegoat because it gives you the excuse.
I mean, I got questionable Asian candies over here.
Those look like LSD.
I mean, I wouldn't know. It's all in either like Korean or Japanese, and Big D isn't
Look at
here to
these.
help me out. I mean, could be
Do
candy.
you have a phone?
I do have a phone.
Do you have the Translate app?
Yes.
You
No.
should look it up before you eat it.
I mean, I wasn't planning on having it now. Future episode, Howard will do this. I got this. I got other things to try on the show.
Of course, another thing of turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle, we could make up a new drink and call it the Chicago car bomb instead of the Irish car bomb. You could you could drop a shot of Malort into a Busch Light.
And then you throw it away.
It wouldn't be a Busch Light, JS. It would be an old time.
Oh, yes, you are correct. Yes, I didn't even think of that. There you go. Shot of Malort dropped into a glass of old time.
Although that's essentially a Chicago handshake. So
Okay, well, whatever. That just sounds awful.
Big Bada Boom ordered one of those at Thomas Moriarty's, but they were out of old times, so they gave him hams instead.
That's a reasonable substitute.